come.
Science fiction is not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Cuba. Omega-3 is the first ever sci-fi movie made in Cuba and had its European premiere at the fantasy sci-fi horror film festival Fantasporto in Portugal. Euronews spoke to the movie's Cuban director Eduardo del Llano, who also wrote the screenplay. I've always liked to challenge clichés. If a country is experiencing a specific situation, you have to talk about it. The human condition and the question of fundamentalism, which is what the film is about, are universal themes, which we all suffer from. The film is set in a post-apocalyptic future dominated by vegetarians, where eating meat is not the done thing. Several factions of vegetarians, including Max for macrobiotics and Veg for vegetable eaters, are involved in a world war to impose their diet on the rest of humanity. The two main characters are soldiers from rival factions who've been made prisoners by a common enemy.
No pretenderás que coma eso. Yo solo quiero ayudarte. Envenenar, me dirás.
The auditions were the toughest part. When Eduardo showed me that scene with a war between Veg and Mac, I thought it was a war between beer brands or something. It was only after the audition that we understood what it was about. It was quite funny.
Después del casting fue que entendimos de lo que se trataba y realmente fue muy divertido.
Tenemos una irresistible langosta a la francesa. Unos exquisitos ajíes asados rellenos con paté. ¡Oh! Estos deliciosos lomos de cerdo al tomillo.
Yo pienso que el tema de la dieta.
I think diet is just an excuse for Eduardo to talk about human suffering, which is much more complex than eating eggs or meat. It mainly has to do with what Cubans have been going through for years. The movie mixes live action and animation and features a soundtrack by famous Argentinian composer Osvaldo Montes. After its European debut, its producers are taking Omega-3 onto the film festival circuit.
Vuelva pronto. Por aquí eso no pasa.
No, pero es que esto es carne de primera y la venden en este mercado.
Únicamente pasa por la caja número 1 y número 36.